Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So today we're going to cover chapter 4 quadratic equations question bank series. So today we have only two case studies and those are important topics because they are covering two major case studies, that is boat and stream and as well as speed related case study. Okay, so we're going to cover those two case studies and we are also going to cover the 4 or 5 questions with respect to each case study. Okay, so just give me a minute, I'll check whether audio video everything is fine. Excuse me. I'm sorry for this one. So okay, so let's start with the questions. So the chapter name, as I mentioned, this today we're going to cover quadratic equations, which is a fourth chapter of CBSE Board NCERT Maths textbook. So in this quadratic equations, the main topic are we will have a quadratic equation, and we need to simply solve the roots of it. So we have two methods. We can use either prime factorization method or quadratic equation formula. So first I will explain those topics and then we'll go with the questions. As I told you, in this question we'll be having a quadratic equations. So what is quadratic equation means? Which is having equation to 0 and the highest power of that equation is 2. That is degree is 2. Okay, so the example, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. It is a standard form of quadratic equation. Why I am saying it is equation, not a polynomial? Because we are equating this value to 0. Whenever any equation is equating any expression is equating 0, then you can say it is as an equation, and here we are equating to 0. Hence why it is quadratic? Because highest power, that is the degree of this equation, is 2. Okay, so what is the two methods I told you? We have two methods which are prime factorization, or I can say simply factorization, not prime factorization, sorry. Factorization, and the second method is using quadratic equation formula. So what is the formula for quadratic equation? It is minus plus or minus minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So this is a standard quadratic equation formula using which we can find the two roots of any quadratic equation. So why I am saying two roots? Why? Because highest degree is 2, so we should have two roots. It can be equal, it cannot be equal. So for this we also studied in our second chapter, polynomial chapter, that to find what is the nature of roots using b square minus 4ac. So if this is less than 0, then no roots. If this is equal to 0, two equal roots. And if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then two distinct roots. And if it is less than 0, no real roots. It can be imaginary, but as of 10th standard we don't think about the imaginary numbers, so just say it is no real roots. Okay, so what is factorization method? So this is, first we need to find a into c, get that value, find factors of a into c, and then get b value using plus or minus. Okay, so this anyway we're going to cover in our question. So for first question I will solve using factorization method, and the second question I will going to solve using formula. Okay, but still if you're in a question if they haven't mentioned to use formula or to use factorization, then you can choose whichever you want. But if they clearly mention you have to solve only using factorization method, you have to follow this. If they clearly mention you have to use the quadratic equation formula, then you have to use this method. Okay, so let's see the first case study. Raj and Ajay. So before going to the case study 1, so first 3 chapters, that is real numbers, polynomials and pair of linear equations, 2 variables. So those 3 chapters case studies are already done in a live sessions. So if you want to refer those chapter case study questions and want to revision the topics, you can check the live section of my YouTube channel. There definitely you will find those 3 videos. Okay, so let's continue now. Raj and Ajay are very close friends. Both families decided to go to Raniket by their own cars. Raj's car travels at a speed of 6 kilometers per hour, while Ajay's car travels 5 kilometers faster than Raj's car. Raj took 4 hours more than Ajay to complete the journey of 400 kilometers. So here you can find we have 2 persons. First one is Raj and second is Ajay. Both are going to Raniket by their own cars. Fine. Raj's car travels at a speed of x kilometers per hour. So Raj speed of car is x kilometers per hour. Ajay car travels 5 kilometers faster than Raj car. So Ajay's speed or even speed of car is x plus 5, because it is traveling 5 kilometers faster than Raj's car. Raj took 4 hours more than Ajay to complete. Why? Because his speed is high, so definitely Ajay will take less time to reach Raniket. So what is the speed formula? This is important to solve this type of questions. Speed formula is distance by time. This is very important. I don't say this is related to maths, but it's related to physics or any general questions as well. Whenever you see speed formula, then the speed formula is nothing but distance by time. Okay, so I am repeating the formula again. Speed formula is distance by time. So from this I can say time taken by Raj is distance they have mentioned. Yes, distance is 400 by speed is x. What about time taken by Ajay? Distance is again same, which is 400 by the speed of his car is x plus 5. Why? Because you can, as we assume the speed of Raj car as x, then the speed of Ajay's car will be x plus 5. Okay, now let's move to the questions. What is the distance covered by Ajay's car in 2 hours? So with respect to, I told you the speed of Ajay car is x plus 5. Speed of Ajay's car is x plus 5. So what is the distance? If speed is mentioned, so distance is equal to speed into time. So what they are in 2 hours they are asking, so speed we know, which is x plus 5. So what is the time? 2 hours. So simply multiply into 2. So which is 2 into x plus 5. Is it clear? Now let's move to the next one. Which of the following quadratic equations describe the speed of Raj's car? Okay, so for this we need to first relate both the times of both the cars and you can get the equation. So first one, as I told you, the time for Raj's car is x by 5. What about Ajay's car? It is x, sorry, not x. Speed is distance by time. What I told you here, it is 400 by x and 400 by x plus 5. 400 by x, and the Raj's car is 400, sorry, Ajay's car is 400 by x plus 5. What is the relation between these two? The time taken by Raj's car is 4 more than Ajay. So this is Ajay's, this is Raj. So Raj is 4 more than Ajay. Okay, so simply cancel 4 on both sides, and this becomes 100 by x is equal to 100 by x plus 5 plus 1. Let's take LCM here. This becomes 100 plus x plus 5 by x plus 5, and here it becomes 100 by x. Let's cross multiply. I'll go to the next page. So this becomes 100x plus 500 is equal to 100x plus x square plus 5x. 100x plus x square plus 5x. I can cancel 100x on both sides. If I move 500 to the other side, so 0 is equal to x square plus 5x minus 500. So this is simply asking the standard equation for Rod's curve. So the answer is x square plus 5x minus 500 is equal to 0, which is C. So don't take blindly, because there can be minute changes also. Here you can see there is x square minus 5x option is also there. So just check properly and then take the right answer. Okay. So now they're asking Rod's curve, so I will solve it here itself. And as I told you, the first method I'm using factorization method. Second question I will solve using formula. So for 500, what are the factors? I have to write from starting. Okay, 2 into 250, 4 into 4 ones 4, 4 into 125, 5 into 100. So I'm going little ahead and directly 10 into 50, 20 into 25. Yes, if I use 20 and 25, I can get the midterm, which is 5. So simply I will write 5x as x square plus 25x minus 20x minus 500. If I take x as common, I will get x plus 25. And here the trick is, whenever you are using prime factorization method, simply write this term first, x plus 25, then see whichever is coefficient of x and simply substitute the value. Okay, and repeating the trick, write the same term here, then check whichever is there before x, then just write it. Okay, so this, the final step will be x minus 20 into x plus 25. So the speed of Rod's car is 20 comma minus 25. Speed cannot be negative, so the only answer is 20. So speed of Rod's car is 20. Next one, what is speed of Ajay's car? Okay, no, not asking speed of Ajay's car, they're asking how much time Ajay took to travel 400. So first I will write speed of Ajay's car is equal to I don't know, which is nothing but the x plus 5. So which is 20 plus 5. The speed of Ajay's car is 25 kilometers per. How much time he is taking? So time, speed is distance by time. So time is distance by speed. Distance by speed. Distance is 400 and speed is 25. 25 once 25. We'll get 150, 25, 6, 150. So that is time taken is 16 hours, which is D. Okay, so in this way the first question, all 4 questions are done. Let's move to the second case study. So this is also very important. This is board related question, and these type of questions will definitely come in your board exam, at least in either of the set, because I think you have around 5 to 6 sets, and in either of the set this type of question is repeated again and again. Okay, let's see this case study. The speed of a motorboat is 20 kilometers per hour. Okay, we have a motorboat which is which speed is 20 kilometers per hour for covering a distance of 15 kilometers. The distance we are traveling on the boat is 15 kilometers. The boat took 1 hour more for upstream than downstream. So let's understand what are upstream and downstream. So whenever you're traveling, the water also travels, like, because the water flow is always from river to ocean. So river will always flow. Even the ocean also flows, but we are talking about river in most of the cases. So here the river always flows in one direction. So if you want to travel towards, against the stream of water, then we call it as upstream. and if you are traveling in the same direction of water, then we call it as downstream. So I'm repeating the concept. If you are traveling with the same direction of river, then it is downstream. If you are traveling against the flow of water, then you call it as upstream. Okay, so simply I can say the upstream will have friction. I mean the force against you when traveling, whereas in downstream the same will push you to move faster. Okay, so simply I can say this is most important equation. For upstream, speed or net speed, I can say speed of boat minus speed of stream. Okay, I'll write it as W, or speed of water stream. Why? Because it is relative motion and it is opposing. It's like we want to move right side, whereas water is trying to push its left side. So what is the resultant speed? We have to just add or subtract, I can say, with respect to magnitude. Then this boat speed minus water speed will give me the net speed. What about downstream? For downstream, the net speed is speed of boat plus speed of water. Why? Because it is in the same direction. So if you want to travel at least 10 kilometers and suppose 10 kilometers per hour and the water is traveling 2 kilometers per hour, then the net speed will be 12 kilometers per hour. So simply just assume yourself you are coming down the hill. Then due to gravity, what will happen? Even though you are keeping a small acceleration, the vehicle will move faster. The same if you want to go upward the hill. So we have to give more speed to cross the gravity here. Okay, same way here, instead of gravity, you can just assume it as the flow of water. Here, more power. Why? Because gravity we have to oppose. And here, even less power we can fall because the gravity is supporting us to travel. Same way for here also. So this point is important. Upstream, speed of boat minus speed of water. Downstream, speed of boat plus speed of water. Okay, let's see the question what they are asking. So in this, they have mentioned the speed of boat as 20. So as B, they have provided 20 kilometers per hour. For covering distance also they have mentioned, which is 15 kilometers per hour. The boat took one more for upstream than downstream. So we have two scenarios here, upstream and downstream, and they're saying that, so suppose we have point A on the top and point B here. So why I am took down? Because water has to flow, so definitely some slope will be there. So this is downstream. If I move downward, for downstream I told you the speed will be SB plus S of water. The same if you want to travel opposite direction, then it is upstream, and here the speed is SB minus S of water. So what they are saying, the time. So again the same formula, speed is equal to distance by time. So here time for upstream, if I talk about, then it will be distance is same, which is 15 kilometers per hour. Distance is 15 by time. Time is equal to distance by speed. So for upstream, the speed I told you, it is speed of boat minus speed of water. So it is 15 by speed of boat, they already mentioned 20 minus x. What about time for downstream? It is 15 by SB plus x. Now what is the relation between the times? For upstream, it is taking one more. So simply 15 by 20 minus x is equal to 15 by 20 plus x plus 1. 1 hour more than the downstream. Okay, so let's stop it here and see what they are asking in the first case. If the speed of the stream is x, and the speed of motorboat in upstream, this we already know. For upstream I told you the speed will be less, SP minus SW. So here it will be 20 minus x. Okay, let's move to the next one. What is the relation between speed, distance and time? This is a direct question. Speed is equal to distance by time, which is yeah. Let's move to the third one. choice. Now here they are asking equation. Let's solve this condition and get the equation. 15 by 20 minus x, 15 by 20 minus x is equal to 15 by 20 plus x plus 1. Okay, so this becomes 15 plus 20 plus x by 20 plus x by 15 by 20 minus x. So this becomes 300 plus 15x is equal to 300 minus 15x plus 400 minus 20x plus 20x minus x square. If you want, you can also solve it lesser also, but I want to cancel it faster, so that's why I wrote each and every term. Now 300 gets cancelled out, 20x gets cancelled out. So now if I move everything to the left side, so this becomes x square plus 30x minus 400 is equal to 0. As I told you, now I am going to solve this using quadratic equation formula, not by prime factorization method. So this becomes x square plus 30x minus 400 is equal to 0. The formula I told you, minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So this becomes minus b, so minus 30 plus or minus root of b square, which is 30 square, which is 900, minus 4 into 4 into 4, which is 1600, minus of minus, so that's why I told you it is plus. 2 into a is 2, so which is minus 3t plus or minus 2500 by 2. What is root of 2500? It is 50. So minus 30 plus or minus 50 by 2. Speed cannot be negative, so I'm directly considering the positive value, which is minus 30 plus 50 by 2. 30 minus 50 is 20, 20 by 2 is 10. The speed of stream, that is SW, is equal to 10 kilometers per hour. Okay, so here they are asking only equation, so the equation is x square plus 30 minus 400 plus 30 minus 4. So C is the right answer. Let's see the next one. What is the speed of current? We already got what is, which is 10 kilometers per hour. Anything else? Okay, that's it. Okay, one more question is there. Let me just paste that question. How much time boat took in downstream? So for downstream, we already, okay, speed, I will write the same again, distance by time. They're asking time now. Distance we know, which is, distance is how much? 15. Time, which is by speed. Speed of in downstream as well, it should be plus. So 20 plus 10. So which is 15 by 30. 15 by 30 is 1 by 2, and it's the unit of time here we're using hour, but in the options you can see it is in minutes. So what is 1 hour? 1 hour is 60 minutes. So it is 60 by 2. So the answer is the boat will take 30 minutes to travel downstream. The same question if they ask for upstream, then again same type of question. For time of upstream, if they ask you, then it should be 15 by 20 minus 10. So it should be 15 by 10. So it is 1.5 hour or 90 minutes. You can see the difference. To travel downstream, it is hardly taking only 30 minutes. Whereas in upstream, it is taking 90 minutes. So very high compared to the downstream, because it has to oppose the flow of water to travel. Whereas here the flow of water is helping to move faster. Okay, so in this way all the question bank questions related to quadratic equations have been solved, and I have covered both the methods, factorization and quadratic equation formula, to solve any type of equation related to quadratic equations. Okay, so thanks for watching till the end. If you have any doubts with respect to the video or the previous 3 chapters as well, please do mention in the comment section. I'll definitely check and respond to you. And tomorrow next video we are going to cover chapter 5, which is arithmetic progression. So same as today, first I will discuss the formula and the concepts, and then we're going to cover the questions. Okay, so arithmetic progression, the chapter is very easy, I can say, because the concepts is very simple and the formulas are also very short, and you can at least score, and you will definitely get 4 to 6 marks in your board exam. So make sure to attend tomorrow's live session sharp at 1 p.m. Okay, so thanks for watching. Let's meet again tomorrow with the live session on arithmetic progression. Thank you.